All right, let's dive into the Married to Medicine tea. And honey, you already know we're talking about none other than Miss Quad Webb. Baby, Quad just doesn't seem to get it, does she? I've been saying from day one that Quad's whole storyline reeks of pretense. And now Sweet Tea is out here spilling the same tea we've been brewing for ages. So buckle up, because we're about to lay out the receipts and get into the drama. First, let's talk about Quad's return to the show. If you've been keeping up with Married to Medicine, then you know Quad is back and stirring the pot as usual. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember when Quad was married to Dr. G? He gifted her a car on the show, and it was a big deal. Fast forward to the latest season, and Quad pulls up in a brand new Rolls-Royce. Now, I've been talking about this car for weeks. I knew she was going to get a flashy ride, but let's be real. This entire situation screams storyline fabrication. Think about it. Quad claims she's only known this new man for a year, yet he's already dropping big money on her like this. That's a lot of trust in a short amount of time. Too much, if you ask me. Now, let's get into the tea Sweet Tea spilled. She's one of the realest cast members on the show, and she's not here for the fake storylines. Sweet Tea thinks the whole Rolls-Royce situation is just another made-for-TV moment. And honestly, I agree. Quad's pattern of telling half-truths and weaving dramatic narratives is getting old. And don't even get me started on how Quad reacted when she got the car. Sweet Tea noticed that Quad didn't even look surprised or thrilled. It's almost as if she already knew about it. Suspicious much? But here's where it gets juicier. According to Sweet Tea, this mystery man who gifted Quad the car is a car transporter. Yes, you heard that right. Not exactly the deep pockets you'd associate with gifting a Rolls-Royce. Sweet Tea also hinted that within Quad's actual friend group, nobody really believed she got the car as a genuine gift. It's giving prop for the cameras, don't you think? Let's shift gears and talk about Quad's baby storyline. If you've been watching closely, you'll know her narrative has been shifting like quicksand. Back when she was married to Dr. G, Quad claimed she didn't want kids because of her dad's troubled relationship with her mom. But honey, that's not the same story she's telling now. Mariah wasn't wrong when she called her out as a liar. The inconsistencies are glaring. It seems like Quad is just using whatever narrative fits her current storyline. And honestly, it's exhausting. Now let's rewind to the cheating drama surrounding Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly. The internet has been buzzing ever since Contessa dropped a bombshell about alleged infidelity. And y'all, this drama has everyone pulling out receipts. Mariah's iconic shade about knowing who Dr. Damon's been creeping with, unmatched. Of course, folks are divided. Some say Mariah never dropped the tea because she had none to spill, while others think she was just taking the high road. But let's be clear, Mariah doesn't come for people unless they come for her first. That's facts. Speaking of Mariah, remember when she and Dr. Heavenly were actually cool? That feels like a lifetime ago. Word on the street is that Dr. Heavenly was initially turned down for the show because of her size. Instead of taking the rejection lying down, she got surgery, lost weight, and eventually made her way onto the cast. But here's the kicker. After all that, she turned on Mariah. It's giving use and discard. Now let's circle back to Dr. Damon. In a recent interview, he broke his silence on the cheating rumors, and baby, it was a whole mess. Dr. Damon rarely speaks, so for him to sit down and address this, that's a major red flag. But the tea doesn't stop there. Mariah revealed that back in the day, Dr. Damon personally asked her not to spill any tea about him. And being the classy woman she is, Mariah respected his wishes. That's what separates her from some of these other ladies who thrive on dragging each other's names through the mud. But let's talk about Dr. Heavenly for a minute. Sis is out here throwing stones while living in a glass house. She's quick to disrespect other people's marriages and husbands, but the second someone questions her own marriage, it's a whole federal case. The hypocrisy is real, y'all. And let's not forget her reaction to the cheating rumors. It's giving deflection and, "What are you hiding, sis?" Meanwhile, Dr. Simone had some wise words about the whole situation. She called out the fake narratives and reminded everyone that what's portrayed on TV isn't always reality. And honestly, we need more of that energy on the show. Too many cast members are focused on crafting storylines instead of being authentic. Now, back to Quad. Sweet Tea's interview really drove home the point that Quad's return to the show was less about reconnecting with the cast and more about securing a paycheck. According to Sweet Tea, Quad has been struggling financially and needed the show to stay afloat. And you know what? There's no shame in hustling to pay the bills. But the fake smiles and fabricated drama, that's where she loses me. And let's not forget the emotional toll of all this drama. Dr. Contessa's revelations about infidelity didn't just shake up the cast, they also reignited old wounds. The internet's reaction has been wild, with fans dissecting every detail and revisiting old clips for clues. But at the end of the day, the real question is, who's telling the truth? Is Dr. Damon really the saint he's portrayed to be, or is there more to the story? And where does Dr. Heavenly fit into all this? The drama on Married to Medicine continues to simmer, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. This season has been a whirlwind of controversies, secrets, and shifting alliances that make it impossible to look away. From Quad's eyebrow-raising storylines to the whispers surrounding Dr. Damon's alleged infidelity, the drama is reaching boiling point. Then there's Dr. Heavenly, whose sharp-tongued honesty is often overshadowed by what some fans perceive as blatant hypocrisy. Love her or hate her, she keeps the conversation alive. What's fascinating about the show is how the cast members navigate their dual roles as doctors and reality stars. While some appear genuinely committed to showcasing the complexities of their professional and personal lives, others seem more intent on crafting dramatic arcs to secure their spotlight. It's a delicate balance between authenticity and theatrics, and this season, it feels like the pendulum is swinging harder toward the latter. Let's talk about Quad Webb for a moment. With her charm and knack for stirring up intrigue, Quad remains a lightning rod for controversy. But is her new relationship the real deal, or just another layer of the persona she carefully crafts for the cameras? Fans are divided, with some rooting for her happiness and others side-eyeing her intentions. Quad's ability to keep us guessing is undeniably part of her appeal, but it also leaves many wondering where the line between reality and performance truly lies. And then there's the so-called power couple, Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly. On the surface, they exude strength and unity, but cracks in their foundation are becoming harder to ignore. The rumors swirling around Dr. Damon have sparked heated debates among fans, with some questioning the couple's authenticity. Meanwhile, Dr. Heavenly's outspoken nature has a way of both captivating and alienating viewers, especially when her actions don't always align with her words. So, where does this leave us? Are these storylines reflective of the cast's true lives, or are they expertly crafted for ratings and relevance?